doesn't work. Okay. Have you ever seen Lucy alone? Ever? I mean, her and Brandon are together. They're hooked at the hips. Literally, they're always together. Even when both of them were told, no, you're not invited to the wake. I mean, her and Brandon. So we are supposed to believe this giant lie that Lucy went home alone, dressed in that little outfit that she just swished her little hiney down the little avenue there, Veronica Strip. There goes Lucy just swishing her little white hiney, her little white dress all the way down, all by her lonesome. Is Brandon her bodyguard? He's always with her. Always. Every time we see a video of Lucy, there's Brandon. Every time we see a video of Brandon, there's Lucy. We never hear from Brandon. We only hear from Lucy. She turns her back to the camera. I mean, if you go over to the John George Hardy case, we have a 19-year-old named Madison that has the whole world against her. And I, in a sense, have sympathy for her that she got sucked into some crap at 19 years old. She's still a baby. She has a lot to learn. I'm sure she's learning quick. But that being said, she put her face on camera and faced the music. But Lucy didn't. And Brandon sure didn't. Brad did, but it was a while. So the thing about this is we have to look at it from every single angle in this case, because I think we are honing in on the actual truth. We just have to work through all of the details and every single person in this case to see what their role actually may have been. I have a conflict with accepting that Lucy went home alone. So what are your thoughts? Share with me. I'll share with everybody else. Welcome to 1111 True Crime. I'm Mama D. Please hit the like, subscribe, and if you want to know when I'm going live or I upload, just make sure you hit all on the bell. Okay? Thank you so much. How is everybody doing? Rage, not that rage. Debbie Gazzardo was here quite early. How are you two doing? Hi, Phil Hessup. Hi, Nikki UK. Hi, Ocean Deep 24. Mo Flynn, Lou, Maggie. Good to see you all. Allison Steed. And there is so many of you here. I wish I could say hello to each one of you. That in itself would take a great deal of time. I want to get into this. I don't have anything to show you today. I want you to share your thoughts. So let's talk about Lucy. And here's why. I've got a project going on behind the scenes. And in that, I'm at that part in the book, if you will. And it's not a book. It should be a book, right? Maybe I should write a book. It is a live, by the way. I have a live audience. And I do not edit. I do have something to share. But it won't be visual. It's just going to be a message that I want to get out there. And we're going to be talking about, hold on, this one maybe? We're going to be talking about Jay Slater. Nope, not this one. I had it open and I must have closed it, which is not cool. Because then I do stuff like open all the wrong programs. So this is more of a laid-back live today. I just want to get your thoughts on this, okay? Yeah, this is the one. Let me see which one. This one. Okay, I'll share it. I'm going to read it to you in a minute. But it's not because of this person. I don't want to give them energy. But I do want to address the elephant in the room. And they bring up what they feel is their questions that they have about true crime creators in general. And I'm going to address it as a whole, because the people that are truly asking the questions are asking very serious questions that question my character and question other true crime creators, influencers. I can only speak for myself, and that's what I'm going to do. So I know they're not going to watch more than just a few seconds, so I just want to say this real quick to those of you that are out there, because today you can see my hair's a mess. I've had kind of a fly day. I wasn't even going to go live, but I want to talk about Lucy, so I gotta hash some stuff out, get it off my chest. I am a transparent channel. It's not always about the specific of a case. Sometimes I have a tater tot that takes it personal, and instead of just giving that tater tot energy, I pay attention to what they're saying. First of all, a lot of you want me to not ramble on and get to the point, like real quick, like Wax does, like Harsh does. No, I am not there. I'm not on the same thing as they are. I actually am live. Everything that I'm presenting to you is raw, unscripted, unedited. I'm sharing my heart with you, my own mind, my own thoughts, my own research, my own opinion. This is my channel, and this is who I am. And rather than try to speed me up and make me fit into your little pocket, how about you adjust to the rest of us? Obviously, I'm doing something right. My channel's growing. I have a lot of people that care about me, and a lot of people that don't feel that it's a waste of time to dig into the details. And yeah, I may joke around a little bit. I have a live audience who matter, who I care about, and I'm going to engage with them. So you have some options. Number one, you have a cog. It looks like a wheel with spokes. Click it. Speed me up. 2, fast forward by jumping ahead. 3, click off. That's it. Click off. I'm not here for clicks and views of people that have no respect for actually paying attention to the details. If you have a short attention span, then go watch somebody that is more your flavor. You're in control of your buttons. Make sure you choose wisely and quit belly aching and putting on a chat how much you think I suck, because all that's going to do is get you banned. So people like this person took the time to watch my video and then took the time to post, which both pay my bills and support my channel, by the way, says, how irritating, get to the point. No, I don't have to. I'm going to do it at my speed. I'm going to make sure that I've expressed myself in a way that I feel like I'm getting to the point correctly. Like I said, I don't have a script. It is live, and I'm not going to go play this game where it's a canned, here's the nutshell, where it's canned and it's rehearsed and all that. I'm a real person. I have real feelings, and I take things personal. I read every comment, and 99% of them are incredibly uplifting. And I address those every day by saying thank you. But every once in a while, you have someone that is too dense and unaware that they have buttons on their controller or their phone or their remote that allow them to choose a different path in their view, right? Okay. Now, we're going to get to the Lucy thing, but I'm going to get the air clear, because I've been in this for a damn long time. This is the 3rd channel I have monetized. I have 2 other channels. One I purposely demonetized and just left that as a library in research for those in the Steve Avery case. That's a Rubber Ducky channel, and that in itself has the Castle report from beginning to end. And I know for a fact that there are people in the case that refer to that channel. Second, I have another channel I've monetized that is a discussion group. This is my 3rd one. Well, this was my 2nd one that I monetized. So I must know something. But in that experience, I often find that when I push somebody's nerve in a case, maybe they're involved with it, whatever, because it's not just normal people. It's people that are targeting channels and creators by trying to call us grifters. And I have an answer. So I'm going to read this person's, and I'm not going to give them the energy of letting their name be known. They said, and oh, by the way, thank you to all my beautiful 1111 family for, jumping on board and defending me. This person, I can't say their name. I could, but I'm not going to. But it's ridiculous. Anyway, it says, let me swing this over so I can see you while I read it, okay? Well, the camera. Do you not feel shame going live every day with theories but giving the impression that they are facts? Mentioning people that had nothing to do with this and profiting from a dead teen. I kept it respectful and just asked a question, so you have no, capitals, reason to ban me. I'm not going to ban you. So, this is my answer. Your name says it all, first off. I work for finding the truth for the victim. Just like any cases worked by investigators or family members or the general public, there are persons of interest that turn out to not be involved. That is the nature of crime, unfortunately. But in doing the research, the innocent people are usually cleared by the evidence in the case. If it was my son, I would want the truth, and I would pay for it. In fact, some families pay private investigators to work their loved one's case that has passed over. Do the private investigators make money off the dead teens? I have worked the Sandra Birchmore case and helped bring true justice to the arrest of her and her baby's murderer. I've worked Harmony Montgomery's case and helped bring true justice for her in the arrest of her father. And I personally did phone in a tip to the FBI, which directly led them to showing that film, right? Where they went and looked in the fridge. I'm adding that part right now, but I'm just reminding those. That led to finding the biological evidence of her body. I have little respect for someone that sits on YouTube watching videos and complaining, yet you have the control of which buttons you click. I have zero respect for someone that then posts this type of post. Most of the cases would get no help and no attention, and I'll add now, no justice, if it was not for social media and those people like myself fighting for the voiceless victim. So no, I won't ban you, but I will say this. Take responsibility for your choices in your life and stop bellyaching about those of us that take actual action to fight for justice for those that would be silently forgotten otherwise. And that is, I hope, the only time I will have to address that, but it needed to be cleared for all of us that are working true crime. If you're staying in your lane and working on the evidence and trying to break the case like we are over here in the Jay Slater case, it works great. If you get into other creators' business, I personally have learned it don't matter what they're doing on their channel. If they're spreading bullcrap, share it. Straighten out the case. But if you don't like the way they look, you don't like the way they talk, anything like that, then go watch somebody you do like. That's what I'm just saying. Just got to work together. We can't just ditch true crime community and start questioning where's it headed. We have to improve it. We have to improve it because the victims do need us. And just because this kind of person who is somebody that doesn't want you looking into the case, that's all that message is. But it hits to a critical level of bringing the creator's integrity and integrity into question. And that's a very narcissistic post. So I had to get that off the board. It was on my mind. So, okay. Thank you, Joy Wing. But I'm not going to ignore people when I know that it's actually in every case. We have that kind of a post. And I just wanted my words to be spoken to address it. And I kind of want to let you know, because 2025 is going to be clarity. I'm going to kind of tell you now. So if you come at me and you question me, I'm going to literally shred you in the comment and shout you out of my channel. I will put you up on the troll board of, look at this tater tot. I've had enough of it, and I'm gonna find out who you are, and I'm gonna report you, because there's trackable ways. You can't just keep creating a new account and coming in and wasting all our times. It's so easy to find out who you are. Do you not realize that? This is a technological age, and unless you're smart enough to know how to hide your IP and how to do it proper, it's pretty easy for me just to, click a button and insert certain information that you've left behind, posted wherever you did, and it's going to give me your general location and probably more information than you think. Because I don't put up with nonsense. It's over. So, talking about truth and transparency. Aw, Mo Flynn, thank you, my beautiful. Let's get chat up there. Thank you, Mo Flynn. Let me move that over so it's not way over in the dark. Thank you, lovely. Thank you kindly. I appreciate that. Now, with Lucy, same attitude. Transparency. We know damn sure this child did not walk home alone on Veronica's strip, sassying her little white short miniskirt past all kinds of drunk men. It didn't happen. She's never alone. Mommy flew out there or was already there, and I would like to see her mother. Does she look like Rachel? And I'm not saying that Rach is her mother. I'm saying maybe that she favors Rachel, and maybe her own mother's out there. There's some 34, 35-year-old woman looking like girl out there with these kids in a blonde wig. And if it's not Rach, is it Lucy's mom? I mean, there's got to be something. She didn't arrive on Tenerife completely alone and go sit in her hotel and spend her entire NRG time alone. No, she was with somebody at all times. She is highly protected. Highly protected. Aw, a bit of dude. Thank you for the $9.99 snooper chat, my love. Thank you kindly. I appreciate the inspiration and the support. Amanda Southam says, hi, Mama D. You're very passionate about what you do, and you're true to yourself and have many followers. So that speaks itself. When the trolls attack on your channel, you're getting close. And that's what I'm telling you. We are getting close. We are so close right now. When I used to say we're getting closer, I used to say we're getting closer because I work cases till the end. I follow them till they're done. I'm still on the Summer Wells case. If anything pops, I'm on it. If Dawn Wells makes an interview, I watch it. I still pay attention. I still watch on Gabby Petito's case, even though that case is done and over. We know the actual truth. I worked for 4 years. 4. Over on the Steve Avery case. Never got paid a dime. Not one. It's what I do. It's in my heart. It's my DNA. That's the difference. I'm going to do this whether I get paid or not, and I know that. And that's what makes me consistent. And that's why I prefer to try to find these pieces of information, like Lucy not walking home on her own. That didn't happen. So now we have a mathematical problem, and we need the solution, and that is the answer. Who would have most likely went with Lucy to her apartment, or at least all the way to Walker to get a cab, or how did she get home? All this. Somebody took her, which is also a separation of energies. Unless you believe Lucy was already in Masca, which I just don't. So, if it's Brandon, we now have an answer that has never made sense ever, okay? Because where did Brandon go? Was he up in Masca? I don't think so. I think he's stuck with Lucy. Because if we're following this mathematical pattern that we see repetitively throughout the case, if we stay with logic and math, we've always got 1 Lucy plus 1 Brandon equals Brandon and Lucy. And it continues from the pool party, it continues through the rave, it continues through the wake, and we're a married pair. So, mathematically, through deduction, I'm just asking my dear Watson, could it be that Brandon would have left the scene and out of the scene for a short time, and only a short time, because I believe he comes back in the morning. But let's get this. Because remember, Ahab's trying to stay close to the facts here, the truth, and he's not going to reveal the names and all that. But we know that according to Ahab, Jay is texting back and forth with Brandon, asking him, "Are these mates sweet?" I bet that was happening. Am I in trouble? What's going to happen to me? Who all saw that message? Because, see, I think Brandon was like, and Jay was like, what's this from Brandon? Okay, he's at the door, and he's like smoking. He ain't taking no picture of his feet. And he's like, what is Brandon talking about? Why'd you send the snap out? What the fuck, right? And now Jay's realizing what has happened. So there's going to be a lot of, you feel me? Like bloop, 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 bloop. You're going to hear that. So let's get back over here. Somebody is a third voice, in my opinion, at the car with Rocky and Ahab. That's just my humble opinion. I feel that there are 3, 2 laughs and a voice. I don't know how to explain it. I'm not alone on that. If there are, and I do believe there are, because we have that picture, is it that the kids, okay, so it says Molly Kids, but what if that's not Molly Kids? What if it's I'm with Molly's? I'm with Molly, meaning Molly boys. I'm with Molly's, right? Kids just took an AP, meaning kids, the Brat Pack, and they effed it up. The Brat Pack is also part of LK, I believe, because we do have a history with him being friends with all these guys. LK could have easily been hanging out with Jay and Brad. Brad is good friends with LK. Jay's been in pictures with LK. They share a relationship. LK has already been seen with Ahab. Follow me? So we've got Brandon and Lucy hitting on. They're heading out. They're heading out. They're done. Right? Last night of the rave. They're sellers. They're not there for the party. They're sick of it. They do it every damn weekend. They're not vacationers. They're not here to live it up. Okay? But at the same time, if this shite went down wrong and we have this whole give it back, I want it up and back. If something got taken and that broke out into a fight, right? Now everybody has to split completely. Brandon and Lucy don't have to go to no rental. They're from Tenerife in a sense. Both of them have families that have villas, places to stay. So they got a place to hide. But they ain't going to be bringing trouble home with them. So if the bad guys, all right, are looking for the people that took this watch, You're not going to want to go sit with your buddy in that hotel room and just wait for security to show up. Security, open the door, please. No, you're going to hightail it out of there. So that's where we have LK, Jay, Brad, Ab, and Rocky. 5. Now, this is where I think Rocky comes running up and is like, Ab, you ain't waiting on no girl. Kids just took a watch. They didn't do it right. We got to go now. Thank God you always book 2 places. One in town for the front, and if shit goes wrong, we got Masca. Let's roll. So, here we go. LK, right? Brad, Jay, Ab, and Rocky. All right. So they get in the car. And they're just screwing off in the car. Nothing big. Just heading up there. And that's when Jay, I think, was sending that to his cousin or someone. It doesn't matter if it's cousin. It's explicitly to a specific person because it says, yeah, because. So if you're saying, yeah, because, you're answering someone. If you're saying, yeah, cuz, to your cousin, you're answering someone. So that's specific to someone. But now we have broadcast not 1, but 2 snaps out. One tells us that who we're with. It's the description of the people that committed the crime. So now we have a description of the people that took the watch. Molly and kids. Okay? The second video is the interior of the car. So if they can find out who did it, they now have the vehicle, make, and probably model. Because yes, you can tell by the interior of a car. Okay? So that just got broadcast all over the UK. Accidentally. Nobody realizes it. They're just partying it down. They get out of the vehicle, 2 hennies to the head, whatever. Right? Now, what if it happens that LK sees that message when they get in there, right? What happens? He's the thigh stabber, right? OMG, can you imagine LK freaking out? That could happen. He's never mentioned. Brad has nightmares, allegedly, of what happened and ran all the way back to his apartment. So I'm wondering if on the way there, before Brad and them arrive, they stop off to get that drink, right? Stop off to get that Sprite and all that. By then, it had already been sent. And Brad's the first one to see the message. And he's like, I don't feel good. I gotta go. Pew! Make more sense if he's close to his apartment where they stopped for a drink, that he split. He abandoned Jay. That's what I think. So now we just got LK, Jay, and Ab. And Rocky sleeping. Now we're down to the amount of people that I think are actually in Masca. So I think there's a lot to be said for this theory about this message because it does reveal the actual people. It tells too much of a description and it tells what they did. They stole an AP, right? They just took it. And we know it was investigated. And there was the fight. And the man was claiming his watch was stolen. We know Ab gets really defensive about a watch. And in all this, it makes sense then that Lucy would be the first one to contact Jay. See, it makes sense because Brandon and Lucy go together hand in hand. And if Brad saw the message, then guess who else is going to see the message? Brad's going to be like, Brandon, check your phone. Brandon's going to see it. And he's going to be like, boop, 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 right? And he's sitting over here, Jason Masca with LK. In theory. Okay? So, we're going to be jumping over here to our other channel, and we're going to be asking the question, is that why Brad said Jay done what he done? Was it the accidental posts to the group chats? That's the question I have for you, my loves. So we're going to cut this a little bit short. I'm trying to make it shorter. I know there's a lot to talk about. We're going to be on this for a little bit. I'm working on a project behind the scenes. And so I'm going to keep the videos just a little bit shorter. And hopefully that'll give me more time to get my big project available to share with you. I want to thank you all for the support. I love you. And with that, I appreciate hitting that like, subscribe, and all the wonderful things you do that make my world so special. I appreciate you. Let's see, what do we need? Our outro, right? I will meet you on the other side. Second channel, 1111 Crime Story. Just do the flip with us, right? Let's do the time warp again. It's just a jump to the left,